Hello, hockey, basketball, and soccer fans. My name is David. I thought I would start this video at 1:46 on the afternoon of Monday, 2nd of October, 2023, North American Eastern Time. What I would do is first go into Major League Soccer and the Canadian teams, where they're at. Toronto FC has been eliminated for the last 2 days at least, and Mayfair will end up finishing last in LS. Certainly likely to finish dead last in the Eastern Conference, 22 points to 33 for Charlotte FC. So yeah, it's not been a good season, and for Toronto FC, CF Montreal is in a wild card spot, second of them in LS. So that means play in a wild card game and then win that and go on to the first round. It'll be the 8th place team in the Eastern Conference. The Whitecaps are in a playoff position, so in 6th, 43 points, and looking pretty good with 3 games to go, and with the Sporting Kansas City and Minnesota United FC at 38 points and respectively 2 and 3 games left to go. So yeah, they could, a win in soccer in MLS is this many points, a tie is this many, a loss is this many. So yeah, yeah, it's going to be definitely, definitely looking forward to watching the playoff soccer, and maybe those Whitecaps get in, whereas Montreal does not. I'd see though, but again, not going to go switch it on to the NBA and the Raptors, and it's going to go to the alright, so it's going to see. So the Raptors schedule is coming up next week. Preseason is going to be getting underway. It's strange that the NBA regular season and the NHL regular season will be ending around the same time. I'm going to go to the Raptors and see how they're doing. It's been kind of a turbulent summer, but I'm definitely looking forward to playing, seeing some basketball. There's soccer on. There's ice hockey, and I cover those. At least the NBA, at least the Raptors, and yeah. Yeah, so Christian Koloko is out indefinitely due to some respiratory issue. Whoops, he's going to go to the ESPN there, just try to go preseason play. Sorry, it's taking a while. Alright, just gonna. So the preseason, there are 4 games, all but the one against the Chicago Bulls. At home. So they have a basketball team from Queensland, Australia, Cairns. It'll be on the 15th of October Eastern Time. 8th of October Eastern Time, it's a home game against the Sacramento Kings. Tuesday, 17th of October Eastern Time, it's an away game against the Chicago Bulls. And 20th of October against the Washington Wizards. And the regular season begin the week after that. And going to start, 25th of October Eastern Time is going to be kind of a mix of away and home. Home and away, so there are 4 of the first 5 games will be home ones, and then before there are 4 consecutive games that are on the road, 4 at home, and then kind of a mix throughout the season. Then there's a big road trip in January, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games away from home, Then another road trip in starts late in January, goes into February, and then kind of a split. Like no more than 3 games or 4 games. So 4 game home or 5 game homestand. Throughout February, and then 4 home, 4 away, and then kind of a mix. A big homestand, late in March. Where the Raptors going to go, I honestly don't know. Now to get into hockey, and first to mention the death of Chris Snow, at one time a Calgary Flames assistant GM. Craig Conroy, the current GM of the Flames, what is it? I'm just going to see here. Claimed to have been saddened by the loss of, claimed to have shared fond memories of the then assistant GM on a morning radio show on Calgary's Sportsnet 960. So yeah, I feel for the Snow family. There are lots of tweets because in the morning is passing from ALS, also known as Lou Gehrig's disease. It's just a painful way to die. I wouldn't wish that upon my worst enemy. So yeah, it is sad. He will be missed. And well, what isn't being missed is hockey being back, and overlapping games to feature Canadian teams. So in my previous video, I mentioned some games that are being played by, up to and including those on Thursday, 28th of September Eastern Time. So last week, Friday Eastern Time, had the Leafs beat the Habs in regulation 2-1. Sens beat the Jets 3-1. Oilers beat the Flames 2-1 in overtime. And then we go to Saturday, and I didn't watch all those games, but Saturday, the Leafs beat the Habs, but that time 3-1. Canucks beat the Oilers 5-2. Incredible, isn't it? A slow start for the Canucks, and then we leave them 1 goal allowed by the end of the first period. And then the wheels kind of fell off the bus for the Oilers. An Oilers squad that has yet to this preseason score more than this many goals. And Skinner allowed a couple of ugly goals, and playoff Skinner being back in form. I'm going to do one tweet, but that that second puck was just squeaked by Skinner on his left side, feeling his left pad, and from bird's eye view, it looked like that was ugly. Skinner should have had that one, but it is what it is. Lord's not scoring goals. Adam Ernie looked good. That was it. Things were looking good, and then second period, in a span of just under 2 minutes, starting at the 35 mark, 2 goals by Quinn Hughes. The first of them assisted by Phil Giuseppe and Brock Besser. Well, they're both assisted by Phil Giuseppe and Brock Besser, just in different orders. Not sure why that is, but then the third period, the Canucks went to town. After on a power play by Andrei Kuzmenko, assisted by Quinn Hughes, Elias Pettersson, or Nolan Petty. Petty scoring his own goal. A bit over 5 minutes in, on a power play from Besser and Miller. Then Phil Giuseppe having assisted on a couple of previous goals. Assist by Aiden Cole and Brock Besser. Raph Lavoie scored for the Oilers to make things a little bit interesting. 8:42 mark. Less than half a minute after, Phil Giuseppe had put the Canucks ahead 5-1. This is by Phil Broberg. Put the goal, 5-2. And, there's an interesting article by Mark Spector, Oilers analyst from Sportsnet, who claimed that, read some article about Phil Broberg, and, for me, I look at Phil Broberg, put up a point. I mean, the Oilers just, it was just like slept on the Canucks, and it cost them. Face-offs won kind of even. Oilers ended up winning 3 more than the Canucks, 27-24. Canucks scored 2 power play goals, but even if they hadn't, the Canucks would have won. And yeah, penalty minutes for the Oilers. Oh, there were so many of them. But it was that last minute of the game was the last couple minutes, or last minute was a huge penalty fest. So Adam Ernie, Vincent Arnay were effectively tossed because the score was, the game was beyond doubt. The Canucks were going to win. It was not going to go to overtime. So, Bouchard went off for elbowing. Adam Ernie, and Vincent Desharnais. His conduct. Ernie got 2 minutes, 4 minutes for roughing. Jack Stugnico, the Canucks, got 2 minutes for roughing. Vincent Desharnais got 4 minutes for roughing, but effectively there was a fight going on. There was a fight, and it was pretty much game over for them, even if the game had gone overtime. So yeah, it was rough, but Canucks did get their first win. And in response, on the earlier, just hours ago, on the daytime, via Sportsnet 650, Halford the Bro Show, Jason Braun claimed, that clip is available on the radio show's Twitter page, that the Canucks have been serious about trimming down the roster. It was a big a big cut, and players sent down included Colson, a winger, Artur Shilovs, goalie who allowed in this many goals that had been ugly 2 weekends ago against the Flames. Of this many goals he'd allowed, wasn't surprised that Shilovs was going to be sent down eventually, because didn't make a good first impression on me. If I were a Canucks fan, I would definitely have wanted Shilovs to go down, get some time in Abbotsford, the AHL, maybe come up again. Who knows? Yeah, so that was rather the huge thing. Not a huge surprise to me. Not a huge surprise that Colson got sent down. It's just, this is playoff postseason or bust for the Canucks this season, and that's the whole point here. And I'm gonna go to the Leafs and Habs game. It was definitely intense. I mean, the Leafs sure didn't sleep on the Habs, and the Habs didn't make things easy for the Leafs. But this is a rivalry. This is how rivalries are made. And even if the teams don't, are gonna have huge disparity in terms of win losses. Yeah, you have Fraser Minton, a draftee, 2020 draftee, having assisted on a goal and scored one for the Leafs in that game. Indeed, 6:30 at the first period, Matt Knives from Minton and Alex Steves. Yeah, not like, okay, the Leafs were up 1-0 by that point. The shot disparity was huge though. 34-22, Habs outshot the Leafs. And yeah, who was the goalie there? Martin Jones was the winner. Stopped all but one of 33 shots he faced. So I have some confidence in that. I'm not sure what Brad Living, current Leafs GM, former Flames GM, is going to do in terms of cuts. Which goalie is going to stay with the Leafs between Martin Jones, Joe Wall. Which one will be either waived or traded? Because Nick Robinson from Marshall Riffey, and then Leafs did score in their own power play, but they also allowed a goal against the same. Caden Gooley from John Kopsevich and Alex Newhook. I mean, the Habs were not going to go without a fight. So, yeah, Leafs got to do better on their power play. Not allow teams to score on it, but it is what it is. Leafs made them do because they've gotten a couple shorthand goals earlier that same week. So, yeah, Sunday, I watched the Sens so-called, quote-unquote, home game against the Panthers. That the game took place at one of the Kraft Hockeyville ones in Nova Scotia, in Sydney. Quite a few players born, who play in the NHL, born in that Atlantic province. It's going to try to pull that up there, and definitely worth watching the stream. So a couple of these one comment claiming, "Oh, the Leafs sucked" and all that. My reply was, "Well, anyone seen like along the lines of, has anyone seen how the Oilers are done? They scored at most this many goals in a given preseason game. Well, going back to Game 6 of the Oilers Golden Knights May 2023 playoff series, yeah, not more than this many goals, and yeah, the Oilers have even a point that they've earned in 5 games. Well, they've earned this many points in this many games, so half the available points. But again, it's without McDavid and Draisaitl. The Oilers are kind of not very good. So, shots, slightly in the Panthers game, 35-31, favor the Panthers. In terms of special teams, there was no shorthanded goal scored by either team. Sens scored a power play goal. Kind of even into 10 penalty minutes. So, yeah, definitely nothing like the penalty fest at the end of the Oilers Canucks game. So let's go to so now we go to what are the scheduled games for this week, or at least I'm going to start with Monday Eastern Time. We have a Sens away game against the Pens on the TSN. Habs Leafs game on the Sportsnet regional channels. Jets Flames. Jets Flame game on 2 Week Turbine broadcaster. Oilers and Kraken, not really sure. That'll be on NHL Center Ice. I'll see that, but it's going to be very interesting evening to say the least. I may actually watch the Oilers Kraken game if I can find it. I'll see though. Let me see if it's on NHL Center Ice. Maybe I will find it. Just have to see if I can here. Let's see. Alright, that's what to do here. Alright, hey. Alright, so, that's the 2nd of October. Let's see alright, so let's see here. Or maybe that, yeah, it's Oilers Plus. Yeah, that may be the one. I don't know. So let's see if it's on any of the TSN channels. Nope. Well, it doesn't appear to be. There's the. Oh. Yeah, that's the alarm. Sort of that. Oh, yeah. So let's see. Yeah, you have. Yeah. Maybe because it's on Oilers Plus. So that'll be interesting to say the least. Yeah, Jets and Flames, I don't really know. Maybe on the Jets channel. I'll see what that is, but preseason game kind of hit and miss. On Tuesday, there will be no game that features a Canadian team in action. Wednesday, we have Flames and Oilers starting at 9 Eastern Time. Broadcast starting at 9 Eastern Time. Canucks home game against the Kraken starting at 10 Eastern Time. Broadcasters to be determined for each of those games. And on Thursday, it's this week on Thursday, we have the Leafs hosting the Wings. That'll be on TSN. Jets hosting the Sens. We'll be also on TSN. And that's pretty much it. Yeah. Friday feature the Oilers hosting the Kraken. and Canucks hosting the Flames, with that latter game between those that feature Canadian teams in action on all Sportsnet regional channels. And then the last number of games that feature Canadian teams in action, Sens hosting the Habs on at least one of the TSN channels. On NHL Center Ice, it's the most reliable package I've been able to find. And yeah, at least there's another TSN channel. Very unusual. The TSN seems to be broadcasting so many of those, but so yeah, it's going to be very interesting to say the least. And yeah, that's going to be it for the preseason. I mean, next week, Wednesday, Eastern Time, be the first day of regular season action that involves Canadian NHL teams. And on that day, we're going to have the Sens in an away game against Canes on Sportsnet 360, Leafs hosting the Habs on all 4 Sportsnet regional channels, Pacific, West, Ontario, and East. Flames hosting the Jets, 2 determined broadcasters. Canucks hosting the Oilers on all 4 Sportsnet regional channels at the minimum. And the following day, on Thursday Eastern Time, we have no Canadian team in action. Friday, no Canadian team in action either. I'm not really sure. Did I do that right? Yeah, that's interesting. No Canadian team in action until Saturday. So the 14th of October, it's going to be Sens hosting the Flyers in the afternoon game Eastern Time. Later that afternoon Eastern Time, Jets hosting the Panthers. Then, in the evening games, we have 7 Eastern Time. We have the Habs hosting the Blackhawks, Flames away against the Penguins, Leafs hosting the Wild. But after that, no. All right, so then we have a lot later. So 10 p.m. Eastern Time broadcast. So we'll start the broadcast. To be determined TV network. Oilers hosting the Canucks. And that's it for before Sunday 15th of October Eastern Time. I'm not gonna get too much of the regular season because I kind of still like on preseason mode. But yeah, things are getting close. It's almost ready for. I mean, next week is start of the regular season for all Canadian teams, or at least most of them anyway. All right, I'm gonna go there, and I'm gonna end off with "Go Raptors, go!" So just make sure, if you like the video, please make sure to click the like button at the bottom of the screen. If you want to subscribe to my channel, please feel free to do so. If you also click the notification bell, you'll get more time notifications of videos that I put out. I try to put out videos at least every other week. On that note, I'm going to say, go Toronto FC, go Raptors, go Leafs, go, and go Canada, go.